Today I'm going to be talking about treating your water. So we're going to cover where to get water from when you're on the trail. Then we'll talk about why we treat the water. And then lastly, I will show you how to treat the water. So the first thing we're looking at is where to get water in the trail. And the best place to get water in the trail is directly from the source. So directly from the spigot when you're at a hut, or directly from the stream where it comes out of the earth. If you can't get it from either of those things, that's okay. But as long as the stream isn't going fast enough that it's really causing any waves or large bubbles or a ton of splashing just from the water trickling, like a thin stream less than a foot across that has decent flow is probably okay. Another water source that you don't want to get water from is anything still. So anything like a lake or anything like a small pool in the side of a stream. Those are bad because typically a lot of sediment will settle there. And so when you get the water, you wouldn't just be purifying the germs, but you'd also have to figure out how to filter out the dirt and the leaves and the rocks. So you don't want that. I'm going to show you two examples of what types of water are not good. Hey folks, I hope you can hear me over the sound of the water. But I'm going to talk about why when we fill water or on the trail, we treat it. So this water here, it looks super clear, right? Yeah, super clear. And it's coming out of that rock over there. Do you see it? Yeah, so unfortunately, even though the water is coming straight out of the ground, it's still possible it's contaminated by animal poo. And there's something in animal poo called giardia, which we really don't want because it makes us really sick and we don't notice it for about 2 to 3 weeks after we've been camping. So what we do is we put iodine in the water and it treats it. It kills all the giardia and other gross germs from animal poop that we don't want. So that when we're on the trail, we can always have clean drinking water as long as there's a stream around. All right, so I'm back home now and I have my water bottle filled with my stream water, but I can't drink it yet because it's not been cleansed. I don't have iodine with me right now, which means that I have to boil it so that it's safe to drink. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour it into this pot. Great, now I'm going to turn my stove on as high as possible. I'm gonna put the lid on and I'm gonna wait for the boil. Okay, so you'll notice that my water bottle isn't completely dry after pouring the water into my pan. So that means that I'm gonna wash it. It's really important that you wash your bottle after filling it with stream water because if there's any residue left on the inside of the bottle, you could still get sick from it. So I'm gonna put it in the sink and wash it later. Okay, so I've waited a couple of hours because I wasn't really wanting to drink warm water. So now I'm gonna just pour the water into a cup. Okay, one last tip. If you live in a city, don't take water from a stream in your city, no matter how clean it looks, because it's definitely been contaminated by all kinds of animals and pollution, etc. So make sure you're only using these tips if you're hiking in the woods, far away from people.